Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So this is Madeline teacher again, and today we are going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1C's class on Monday, May 4th lesson, and we will be doing Grammar Zone lessons 29 and 30. So let's get started. So take out your Grammar Zone books and let's turn to page 86, lesson 24, or 29. 29 to begin. So please take out your books to lesson 29. So, for today's lesson, we are going to remember a lot of things we talked about in the past. So, before we start, let's remind ourselves about present tense, or actually let's call it simple present. So, simple present we use to talk about facts, things that are always true. I am Madeline. I was Madeline in the past. I will be Madeline in the future. I am always Madeline. This is a fact. In fact, it is always true, so we use present to talk about it. Or, one example, dogs say bark. Or actually, let's say cats like fish. Cats like fish. Cats like fish now, today. Cats like fish yesterday. Cats will like fish in the future. It is always true, so we use present tense. So we also have to remember how to make present tense. So when we make present tense, we have two ways of using it. We have I, we have he, she, and it. And we have we, they, and are. We have three ways of doing. We have yes sentences, no sentences, and questions. So simple present, we have sentences that are always true. Cats like fish. We use this also for things we do every day. So you can say, I go to SSET every Monday. So every Monday you go to SSET, you always go to SSET, so we use present tense. So let's look at some different present tense words. So for I, what we can do is we just use the normal word. So let's use study. So I study. We say I study. Yes. Do you study? Yes, I study. Question for no, you can say I don't study. And for a question, you can say do study. So we have to remember for present, simple present, we use do, don't, and does, doesn't. We use do and don't, and does and doesn't for the no sentences and the question. We don't use for the yes sentences. For the yes sentences, we only need one. Okay, so I study, I don't study, do I study? The next one is he, she, it. So he, she, it, remember, is special. He, she, it, we add s. So he studies, or he does with s, doesn't study. And remember, we changed number 1, not number 2. So we don't say don't studies. No, we say doesn't study. Okay? So S on verb number 1, not verb number 2. In the question, same. We say does he study? And we change the first one, does. Okay? Number 1, and not change number 2. Okay. So remember, simple present. Remember, simple present, we start with he, she, it. We need to add s, okay? So, I'm going to share, sorry. So, he studies, he doesn't study, and does he study? Okay. So last one we have is we, they, and are. So we can say we study. They don't study. And do they study? Oh, wait, this should not be we, they are. This should be we, they, you. For this one, because we have many people, we do not add s. We only add s for one person, he, she, it, okay? So let's look at the book. And let's do the first page together. This page. So I will read the story. Penguins live in very close places like Antarctica. So this one is about facts about penguins. It is always true. And so in this story, they are going to use present tense, okay? So penguins live in very cold places like Antarctica. They eat fish and other sea animals. Millions of years ago, penguins were taller than they are now. Prehistoric penguins were about 6 feet tall. Emperor penguins, the largest type of penguin today, are about 3.5 feet high and they weigh about 80 pounds. Millions of years ago, penguins had longer wings for flying. Now, they cannot fly, but they can swim and dive very well. Penguins can swim at more than 25 miles per hour. When they want to leave the water, they can jump 6 feet from the water to a rock or an iceberg. Okay. So, with this information, let's answer these questions about penguins. So, if you want, please stop the video now to write all this down. This one too, write it down. I am going to erase this, okay? So stop the video to finish writing. Okay? Okay, finish writing. Okay. Okay, so the first question here, penguins fly. So here we can say penguins can't fly. Next one, penguins live or do not live in cold places. This one is live in cold places. Number 3, penguins, 6 feet tall. Are penguins 6 feet tall? We can look in the book. We see prehistoric penguins were past tense, 6 feet tall. So because past tense 6 feet tall, does that mean now they are 6 feet tall? No, it doesn't. It means now they are not. In the past they were, but now are not 6 feet tall. Number 4, penguins can swim well. And the last one, penguins can jump 6 feet out of the water. Okay, so for this last one, I want you to stop the video and write by yourself the answers. What do penguins eat? Look at the reading to find the answer in the reading and write a sentence, full sentence here, okay? And then we will come to check. Okay, so are we finished writing? If you need more time, please stop the video and finish this part. This part alone, okay? So number 1, what do penguins eat? We can write they, or you can write penguins, both okay. They eat fish and other sea animals. Okay, penguins eat fish and other sea animals. The next one, how fast can penguins swim? We can see they swim more than 25 miles per hour. So they swim very fast. They can swim more than 25 miles per hour. The next question, how much do penguins weigh? Emperor penguins weigh about 80 pounds. And the last question, how tall is an emperor penguin? We can answer an emperor penguin is about 3.5 feet tall. Okay, so finish writing this down. And let's go to the next page. Okay, finished? Okay, so the other thing we need to practice today is comparative. Comparatives. So, remember, comparative is what we use if we are talking about two things. Not one thing, not three things, two things. Not 10 things, not 100 things, two things we use comparatives, okay? So we have two ways to make. Let me draw my buildings. So we see building 1 and building 2. Building 1 is $1, $2, $3, $4, and building 2 is only $1. So we can say building 1, and we want to talk about the size. Building 1 is bigger than building 2. So, for short words, oops. So with this, we have to remember short words. We have to add ER. And then than. So, bigger than. Or you can say taller than. Or building 2 is shorter than. For ER, for short words, we have ER than. Bigger. Smaller. Prettier. We all use ER than, okay? The next one we can say is building 1. We are talking about the number of dollars. We will say building 1 is more expensive than. Is more expensive than building 2. So we see, for this one, we say more than. So for long words, we go to more than. So we can say more expensive or more interesting or more beautiful. But there's one more thing we talked about. So we talked before about short words and long words, but now we need to talk about 2 special words. Good and bad. So what if building 1 is really good and building 1, what if this building is really bad and this building is really good? How do we say that this building is more good than that building? We can say a special word. We don't say more good and we don't say gooder. We say instead a different word. We say building 2 is better than 1. So when we have short words, we put ER. When we have long words, we put more. When we say good, we don't say gooder and we don't say more good. We say better. It is better than. So this one is a special word we need to put in our brains and remember, okay? And same with bad. Bad is another special one we need to put in our brains and remember. There is no rule. We only need to remember, okay? Next one, building 1 is more bad, so we can say building 1 is worse. Worse than 2. It is more bad. This one is more bad, worse. So good, bad becomes worse. Good becomes better and bad becomes worse. So short words we put ER. Long words we put more. good becomes better and bad becomes worse. So these ones are special, we need to remember. And remember, we use comparatives when we are talking about two things. Okay, so please stop the video, write this down, and then we will do the book together. Okay, so stop the video now. Okay, finish? I will erase. So I want you to do page 87 by yourself. So here, look at the chart, pick the best comparative word, and here, write a sentence talking about the differences between elephants, cats, giraffes, and zebra, okay? So write sentences here and use the chart to answer these questions. Okay, so let's look at the book. Stop the video if you need more time. Please finish this page before we talk together, okay? So finish this by yourself. Okay, so number 1, animals past dirty cages, now clean cages. So animals lived in cleaner spaces now than the past. Number 2, in the past, animals lived in worse or better conditions than now. So worse is more bad and better is more good. In the past we see bad, and now we see good. So worse, more bad, number 2. Number 3, animals now healthy, past unhealthy. So we can say they are healthier now. Number 4, animals, food, past now have good food, past they have bad food. So they have more good or better food. Number 5, in the past, animals lived in small cages, and now they live in big cages. So, in the past, they lived in smaller, more small places. And number 6, animals now happy and past unhappy. So we can say happier. Okay, finish? The next part, 4 sentences, we have elephants and big cats. So elephants are bigger than cats. Make sure we don't forget A-R-R here, okay? We always still need a verb in the sentence. We can't just say elephants bigger than cats. We need to say elephants are bigger than cats. Okay? The next one, we have number 2, giraffes and zebras. So we can say giraffes are taller than zebras. Okay, so finish, check your answers. I will erase this. Okay, so there is one more thing we need to remember today, and that is past tense. Past tense. So we use past tense when we talk about finished things, only finished things. It happened yesterday or last week or last Monday. It happened in the past. Or when I was young. It all happened in the past. Finished. Now it is never now. It is never, it is never now. It is all finished actions. We have two kinds of past tense. We have normal and we have weird. The weird ones we have to remember in our brains. The normal ones are easy. The normal, we just say ed, like walked, or lived, or studied. The weird ones we have to remember. We have to say, we just have to remember. Give becomes gave. Take becomes took. Feed becomes fed. And catch becomes caught. And throw becomes threw. So these ones we just need to remember. Only remember it. Normal, we have ed. So another thing about past tense is we have three kinds of sentences, right? We have yes sentences, no sentences, and questions. So past tense, every person, it is the same. So let's take live. So I can write I lived. Lived. In the past, yes, I lived. In the past tense, no, I didn't live. Yes, I lived in Michigan. No, I didn't live in Canada. Yes, Rose teacher lived in Canada. No, she didn't live in America. Okay? And then the question, did live. Did you live in America? Did you live in Canada? This is a question, okay? So remember, when we do this, we only turn the first verb past, not number 2. Only number 1 is past, okay? So number 2, we don't say didn't lived. We don't say did lived. We say did live. We don't say don't lived. We say didn't live, okay? We say lived. We don't say was lived or was lived. We just have one lived, okay? 2, 2, 1. So, I want you to finish this page. Finish everything with past tense. Good past tense, okay? So finish this. Write this down. Stop the video. Stop the video. I will erase this and finish this page, and we will keep going, okay? So, I will erase this. Okay. So, are we finished? Let's look in the book. So, number 1, woolly mammoths existed about 2 million years ago. First, they lived in Europe and Asia. Then, they went to North America. Woolly mammoths looked like elephants. They were about 14 feet high at the shoulders, but their bodies were not very long. They had small ears, short tails, coats of thick furry hair, and long trunks. They used their trunks to pick up food. Woolly mammoths ate grass and other plants. They disappeared about 10,000 years ago. Okay, the next part, number 1, where did you go? We went to the beach. Here we say, where did you go? Because we have did. Here we say we went because there is no did. First one is always past tense. And then number 2, did it eat meat? No, it didn't. Now new sentence, so new verb. It ate plants. Okay, finished. So I will erase this. So, last page we're going to finish together. We're going to talk about numbers together. We're going to talk about big numbers and ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers cardinal numbers are normal numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ordinal numbers are what we say when we have an order. So if everybody is running in a race, the person who finishes the fastest finishes first. The first finish. The next finish is number 2, and we will say what in English? We can say second. The next finish number 3, will be third. So first, second, third are special. We have first, second, third will always be special order numbers. 22nd, 21st, 31st, 43rd. These are all special too. Everything else is very easy. We only need to put F or TH. So 4 becomes 4th. 5 becomes 5th. 6 becomes 6th. 7 becomes what? 7th. 9 or 8 becomes 8th. 9 is 9th. And 10 is what? 10th. Okay. So the next part, we have to remember how to say numbers. Okay, so let's erase this. So we are talking about long numbers. So number 1 is 499. So when we have a number like this, first we start with this. We say 4. And then, because it is in the hundred place, and then because it is in the hundreds place, we always say 100. If we said have 5, we would just say 500. And then we say this one, tens place, 90, and the last one, which is 9. Okay? So the next one, we have 321. So the first one, we know it is 100. But the first one is 3. 21, we can write 21. The next one, 5, we have this number. The first number is 5, so we can say 5. It is in the hundred place, so we say 100. And then after that, we have 10, so we say 510. Next, 100, and then we see 78. Number 5. We have this number, 633. So we start with 6, and then we see 100, so we say 600. Then we see 3, so we say 33. The next one, we have 806. So we know we have to start with an 8, and then the next number is 6. Number 7, we have 2, 4, 7. So we start with a 2, and then we have 4, but it is 47. We have 2 more, 756. You have to start with 756. And last one, 971. We can start with 971. Okay, so finished with the lesson today. Stop the video now if you need to finish writing. That is all that we will do today. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.